So let's move on to chapter 5. In this chapter we talk about how to insert pictures and clip art images, how to create diagrams, how to plot charts, and how to draw shapes. So this chapter is going to be somewhat more important, maybe also more interesting. So first time, let's take the chance to insert pictures and clip art images, where we need the water landscaping A presentation and the Penstemon and Agastage pictures located in chapter 5 folder to complete this exercise. So on the first step, we need the water landscaping A. This has to be opened, and let's press AND to move to the end of the file. And you see here native plants showing images. Let's go to the image to be inserted. So we take Insert tab, and Pictures, Insert, and I have to go to chapter 5. So it's chapter 5 and we have this 2. Click the Penstemon file to be inserted, and I click Insert, and a picture should be in the middle now. Right. Let's adjust the position of the picture. If horizontal and vertical rulers are not displayed, which are actually displayed, otherwise you can go to View tab and set the ruler. And now let's do the following for positioning. We are not counting in inches but in centimeters, so accordingly I adjusted it. Now let's see what we have here again. Okay, you have the double-sided arrow, and let's move to the upper left into minus 9.5. Sorry, I think it tells us to do now minus 9.5, but not this way. Minus 9.5 to this way. I'm not sure if it is correct, but anyway, let's move to 1.5. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a little problem here. Alright, okay, I understand now the problem. So drag to the left of 30, okay, 305 inch mark, the horizontal tab. Well, then this is what we can do here for now. Yeah. Okay. And now let's make it bigger. Well, I think that there is a mistake with the numbers. Let's do it as it is. Let's make the picture bigger like this is. And move it here by 9.5 and by 1.5 approximately. And then here we have again like 3 point something, and here down like 8 point something. Now let's add a picture when there is no contact placeholder available. Okay, so what we have done is the content placeholder is here, right? There was an error with this exercise, so I do it again. I deleted this bullet point, and so I can click on picture and add the Pensuma. Again, let's move it here. I think we are done. Let's make it a little bit bigger, not too much bigger, and now it's done. The next one, the next task, is when there is no chance to click here in the content placeholder, and we have to go to Insert tab and Pictures and Aga Stage. When Aga Stage is done, let's move it again accordingly, and let's make it a lot bigger first. So approximately we have the same size. All we have to do is to move it into the same position, right? I mean, you see that, yeah, and now it's done. Okay, now the two pictures are done. I just realized that we still have a text to write here. So why don't we make the pictures a little bit smaller? Yeah, one and the other one as well. And then add the text box. Insert text box down here, saying photos courtesy of Rugged Country Plants. Courtesy of Rugged Country Plants. It should be written in Century Gothic and 14. Hopefully this helps us, yeah, to put it down here. And the color should be purple, which is a standard color. And if you want, you can also make it bold. So I did bold. And now we are done. Let's move to slide 4. Slide 4. Where on the Insert tab in the Images group, click an Online Picture button and let's open Insert Pictures window. So Picture, Online Pictures, and let's enter Protect. Okay, office.com, we take Protect. Now we allow lots of pictures accordingly, and scroll down to view the images what we can take. Now you see protecting plant. This is hands framing plant. Click Insert and then close the office.com clipart pane. Now that it's done, drag it into the middle. Drag it into the lower right corner first. And then let's make it bigger. And click the blank area. You have different graphic formats, bitmaps, graphic interchange formats, GIF, JPEG, Joint Photographic Experts Group, TIFF, Tag Image File Format, and PNG Portable Network Graphic. Please take a look at this. What are these? And what is the difference between them? Creating diagrams is our next task. So what are diagrams? You can easily create a dynamic, visually appealing diagram by using SmartEd graphics. Okay, so what you do by graphics is to convey to an audience some information better visualized. Okay. Now we have here SmartEd graphics, and there are types of diagrams. Process is something what visually describes an ordered set of steps to complete a task. Hierarchy is something that illustrates the structure of an organization or entity. Cycle, cycles represent a circular sequence of steps, tasks, or events, or the relationship of a set of steps, tasks, or events to a central core element. Relationship shows converging, diverging, overlapping, merging, or containing elements. Our next task is to open Landscaping B presentation to start our exercise. Let's make it bigger, and then let's take slide number 6 and then click and insert SmartEd graphic button. In the insert tab, SmartEd graphic and illustration group. Or you can do the same here, SmartEd graphic. Let's take cycle, and from the cycle in the center pane, click each layout, what you have here. Yep. And then let's take text cycle. Text cycle should be perhaps this one, or I don't know, but maybe this one. Well, there are a lot, right? So where do I find the text cycle? This one here. Okay, number 2. Now that we are done, let's take it. And you see here bullet points. For the first bullet point, selected, type cloud. Okay, clouds, better said. And then press Shift and Enter. Once you need it. For the moment we don't need it. So for the next text, we take condensation and precipitation, sorry. Okay, our next one is the next here. So condensation, Shift Enter, and Shift Enter, precipitation, and then press the down arrow. Now that you are done, do the same way, runoff. Okay, Shift Enter, and percolation. Okay, we got this too. And in this design tab, we got here, and we need one more step down, and we have to do evaporation and Shift Enter, and transpiration. The last bullet point we delete. Okay, sorry. The last bullet point we delete. We take this out. We don't need it. Okay. Now you see that we have 4 elements in the circle in the diagram. Once you've finished, you can close the sided one, the bullet points, but you can also continuously work here inside, so it doesn't really matter. Once you want to open the bullet points again, you just take it in this way. Now if you're not happy with this, you can take the basic or different cycles. So let's take the basic cycle and let's do different size. You're pretty good with the size here. If this is done, we can even make it bigger. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. In the Design Tool tab, so Contextual tab or Tool tab, in the Smart Art Style groups, click the Change Colors. And then let's take Colorful Range, Accent Colors 2 to 3. So colorful, and I think this is it. Right. In the Smart Art Styles group, click the More button. To open the menu that goes for the gallery. In a 3D, let's take the first thumbnail in the first row, polished. And now we are done. Our following task is to plot chart to visualize elements, to visualize data. For that, we take Water Landscaping C, and then also you can open Water Consumption Workbook in Excel. Okay, now let's follow the steps what is written here, how we have to do. Display slide number 7 in the context placeholder, then click Insert Chart, Video Chart, right? This is chart. Here, Chart 2 subhead, right? So Insert Chart, and we have a few categories here. Let's click Column, and then Cluster Column. That's what we have here. Okay, and let's click OK to insert the sample column chart and open its associated Excel worksheet containing the plotted area. From the Windows text bar, activate the water consumption worksheet, which we have here. Then in the worksheet, select the cells in range A3 to C13, A3 to C13, be done, and then let's say copy, and once again here we are. Let's take A1 cell and the paste option. We need the paste option, or we just do this way. Actually it says we should take the paste option I don't have functions here. Alright, we have the paste function with the right click. So with the right click we have the paste options, and then let's paste. We got that. What you see behind is already your chart created. Now the problem is that series 3 isn't there. We don't have series 3. So series 3 should be avoided. We don't need it. Now it's done. All we have is just 2. Yeah, so we have here 2 and here 11. Yeah, that's true. And we are good. Let's close it. Let's look at what we had here. Water consumption, we have only 2. It's totally done. Great. Now, take it down as long as it can be done. And on the Design tab in the Data group, click Edit Data button to open the associated Excel sheet. Scroll to the worksheet, click cell A9 and enter dishes by hand. Press Enter key, and then in A10 enter clothes washer. And in A11 replace the watering lawn 20 minutes by lawn 20 min. And press Enter again. Now let's focus. After PowerPoint uploads the chart in the new categories, labels, close the Excel worksheet, then click outside the chart frame. Let's do it. Click outside the chart frame. Now let's focus temporarily on the categories with the largest water consumption. Point to the blank area of the chart to the right of the title, and when the chart area screen tip appears, click Deactivate the chart area. Now that you see here functions, you can also filter it. Click the chart filter. So you have the chart filters now. Let's clear the checkboxes: brushing teeth, washing hands, toilet flush, and shaving. Then at the bottom of the chart filters pane, click Apply to replot the data with only the selected categories. Click the chart filter button to close the chart filter pane. Before we continue, I would also add some more suggestions. Here you have chart styles. So why don't you try to take that? You have also colors. And a lot more. You can change the chart title into water consumption. You can also change where this is, the legend. Yeah, that's all for now. Okay, let's continue with drawing shapes. Our next work is to continue with drawing shapes. There is a tip. Maybe I can tell you. Tip is to draw a circle or a square. Click the oval shape or rectangular shape and hold down the shift key while you drag, okay? So don't forget that. After you draw the shape, it is surrounded by a set of handles indicating that it's selected. The handles serve the following purposes. Drag the white sizing handle to change the size of shape. That's what you saw actually with charts, with clip art picture, and also with the other pictures, yeah, images. If a shape has a yellow adjustment handle and the shape is adjustable, you can use this handle to alter the appearance of the shape without changing its size. Drag the rotating handle. I think you have seen it. Yeah, the rotating handle in the middle. It's a circular one. And the end of the circle is a kind of arrow. Now drag the rotation handle to adjust the angle of the rotation of the shape. That's what we can do. So next file is going to be journaling A. And we have to go to slide number 5. And in the Insert tab, Illustration Group, click the Shape button. To display the Shapes gallery. In the Stars and Banners category of the gallery, click the 5-point star shape. I selected it. And then drag the crosshair pointer in the middle of the slide to drag a star shape that spans the shadow of the hand in the background graphic. Okay, so let's take it. I will do it with Shift. It's done. Mine is too big, so I have to do it smaller. Perhaps this way. Perhaps a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's good. On the Format 2 bar, Format 2 tab, which we have here, the Contextual tab or 2 tab, in the Insert Shape group, click the Galleries More. And then Shapes Gallery in the block arrow category, click the right arrow. That's it. Now we have it again. Once we have it, then drag a small arrow to the right of the star. Okay, it's done. With the arrow shape still selected, hold the Control key and drag the arrow to the left of the star. Okay, you see we are in the same position and we are done. Release it as I did, and let's make this arrow face to the other way. So this has to be rotated. Flip horizontal. Okay. On the one side we take a heart shape, on the other side we take another shape. What is it? A scroll shape. Okay, so stars and banner we had. Well, the scroll shape is going to be this one here. Okay, and the same way we need an additional shape, which is going to be the heart shape. So where do I find the heart? There. Okay, I do a shift again so that the heart is going to be nice. Now we have a problem. This is too little. And you see that the correct sizing is now done. Okay. Okay, on the Format Tool tab again, in the Insert Shape, through a text box, and let's type in the middle of the heart, me. Okay, it's done. You can't really see it, don't worry. We will continue and then we talk about it later. Education comes to the scroll shape. So education. Yeah, education. You still cannot see it, right? It doesn't really matter, don't worry. And on the other side, in the heart, we add family. Okay, it should be done now. Let's make an additional heart shape. This shouldn't be so nicely done. This is the right one. So now let's take all of the elements we have done so far. And then in the Shape Styles group, click the Galleries More button to display shape styles. Wonderful. We have all the shape styles now. And point to several one, which should be okay for us. And then take the last thumbnail in the last row. Perfect. That is light blue, accent 6. Once again, we can check it if it is light blue accent 6. It is. Click a blank area on the slide to release the selection. This is what we have done. And on the Format Tool tab, the Insert Shape group, click the Edit Shape button to the right of a gallery. Once you clicked the scroll shape. Okay, so click the Edit Shape to the right of the gallery and then point to the Change Shape, and then let's take a block arrow, up arrow. Block arrow upwards. And then let's change the text education into job. Now if you are good with it, you see that there is a problem. You can still adjust it here and here. Okay, so why don't we adjust it? Well, perfect. So that these are well balanced. Now additionally, you can use curve connectors. So why don't you try out the connectors here? These connectors should be connected here. And this connector should be connected, not here, but here. On the top of the star, I don't see it right now, it should be actually here. Now it's done. You see green, green, and you can adjust this curve connector anytime. Now let's make this curve connector a little bit bigger. I mean, more seeable as well. Color should be changed. All done for now. What happens is that once you want to move any of this, you see the connector continuously is with it. So let's take out this curve connector. We don't need it right now. Let's delete it. And then select all the shapes on the slides and then group them together. So what I did is in the Home tab, or so you can do it in the Arrange format, and then group and ungroup them. Once they are grouped, it is much easier to move them up and down all together. What I forgot to do is to take the group not only for this, so ungroup, add the small heart as well, and group them. And now let's move that down. Let's go to the shape outline, and let's take purple for outline. Not just purple, we can still go and once again make it a little stronger. Now double click the left arrow of the shape style and let's ungroup it. I don't know if we need to ungroup it, not yet. Double click the left arrow. Okay, and now it's done. And change the color of it into with shade fill into purple. Okay, this is done. And let's do the same first here as well. Shade fill purple so that it looks the same. Okay, now that it's done, we can ungroup our shapes. Our task has been done. Well done. Let's move on and take adding transition. Adding transition. PowerPoint comes with the following categories of built-in transition effects. Subtle. This category includes fades, wipes, and a shadow-like effect. Exciting. This category includes more dramatic effects such as checkabouts, ripples, turning, and zooming. Dynamic content is a category that holds the background of the slides still and applies a dynamic effect to the title and other content, such as rotating or flying onto the slide. We also have additionally the possibility to use sound to modify the speed and to specify when the transition occurs. All we need now is journaling B, and then displays slide number 2 in normal view. Then on the transition tab, in the transition to this slide group, click each thumbnail that is visible to the gallery to view the effects. Now that it's done, you can also see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns. Let's click the cover thumbnail in the subtle category. There we go. We have that. PowerPoint shows immediately what we have done. We have taken this here to cover it. In the transition to this slide group, click the Effect option button and then click from top left. Okay, from top left. There we have it. From top left. From top left. Yeah, not from bottom left, from top left. In the timing group, you can also click Apply to All button. Now you see the transitions have arrived here. You see the star everywhere you find it. Display slide number 1 and take none as for transition, because slide number 1 never needs any animation in that way. Now the animation logo or animation symbol has disappeared here. Before we continue, let's go to the status bar reading view for slide number 1. At the bottom of the screen, click the Next button repeatedly to show the transitions of the first few slides, and then press Escape to return to the normal view. Switch to Slider Sorter view and then select all the slides that has transitions by clicking slide 2, holding the Shift key, and select each of them. And in the timing group, click sound arrow and then click wind. Okay. In the timing group, click the duration up arrow until the duration is set to 2, 0, 0. In the preview group, click the preview button to preview the transition effect in slide sorter view. Then if you want, you can preview it again in the reading view. Set and done. Chapter 5 is closed. We can continue to chapter 6. Thank you very much.